Hey everyone, we're going to establish the identity given here, and we're going to expand using our sum and difference formulas. So the first part is pretty easy. We're just going to use our formulas and expand this. So I'm going to do that. These are the two formulas we're using. The first one is plus, so just copy this down. That's going to be cosine of alpha times cosine of beta minus sine of alpha times sine of beta. All right, and then we're dividing by, now we're going to do this one here, and it's the same thing but with a plus. Remember the cosine one, it's opposite signs. All right. Now when you get this, you're kind of stuck because it doesn't, there's no way we can divide this out and get this. So we have to force it. And the way to force it is in a good, because this is an identity, it's not as hard as you think sometimes, but since we need a 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. They both have 1s here. I'm going to take cosine of alpha times cosine of beta and divide it by itself. Cosine of alpha times cosine of beta. That's going to give me 1. And since it's an identity, everything else should fall into place. So basically what I'm going to do is subtract sine of alpha times sine of beta and divide by this. So each of these terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to divide by cosine of alpha times cosine of beta. Now let's do the denominator, the same thing. Copy this down, cosine of alpha times cosine of beta, divide it by this again. Always dividing by the, you have to divide by the same thing. Let me put alpha there. Cosine of alpha times cosine of beta. Then we have a plus. Now copy this down. Sine of alpha times sine of beta. Divide it by, and divide this. For some reason I don't want to put alpha there. Cosine of beta. Now everything should fall into place because it's an identity. This equals 1. Match up your angles. That's 1 times 1 gives you 1. Minus. Match up your alphas. That's going to be tan of alpha. Sine divided by cosine is tan. And it has to be the same angle. Same thing for this one, but with beta. All right, and now let's do the denominator. Again, we set this up. This just equals 1. So you get 1 plus, and then match up your angles. Sine of alpha divided by cosine of alpha is tan of alpha times, again, tan of beta. So very simply, anytime you have identities, if you have a 1 here, and there's 1 both in numerator and denominator, that's a little trick you can do. And this one we had to force it. So that's your final answer, and we did verify it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.